Hey everybody, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. This is our Draenei leveling playthrough, doing Azuremyst and Bloodmyst Isle here in the TBC beta. We're still hunting down stags, and we're also looking for snapdragon bulbs, and now we have a quest to take on the Night Stalker runts that we've encountered in the area. All the wildlife here is being negatively affected by the crystals that were ripped off of the Exodar as we crashed on the planet. So we're kind of cleaning up the mess while trying to survive and eke out supplies here in the wilds. Oh, we aggroed an infected Night Stalker runt. He probably wasn't stealth, I probably just did not see him without the nameplates floating. It does get difficult to see some of the enemies. Adds a layer of challenge to the game. Can sometimes get us into a lot of trouble, as I have found out on other characters in the past. Would probably be a good idea to get Rockbiter weapon going, you know, so our damage swings actually do the full damage they can do. Having mana would be good though, too. Alright, we don't need any more bucks, so I'm gonna try to avoid the bucks. Now, the bucks are non-aggressive, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's just look out for the Azure Snapdragons around the trees, and for these sneaky little fellas creeping along in the brush. Yeah, like a combination of having the overgrowth turned up all the way and having the name tags off is that you're going to get surprised a lot by creatures like cats. Even these guys are kind of obscured and also aggressive. Yeah, like if you were to turn your ground clutter off... Look at that. Oh, look how different that is. And now this is probably how I experienced the game originally, right? I don't know if it needs to be at max. It seems like it's almost too much. But see how it makes a big difference? Like, we have the nameplates off, so we can't see these guys, but when we have our ground clutter up, that makes it even harder to see them. There's like these weird levels of difficulty you can stack into Classic that you can decide to do all on your own, that have nothing to do with the mechanics of the game. Just from the interface settings and what you have turned on and not on. It's kind of interesting. I feel like when they do like Iron Man playthroughs and stuff like that, these things should all be considered. Like if you're doing an Iron Man playthrough, you shouldn't be able to have your nameplates on at a distance. You should have to have your ground clutter all the way up and things like that. Ooh, we gotta get a heal off here. These guys are just like kicking the absolute crap out of us. Look at the knockback. We gotta kill one of them. Yeah, if we didn't take one of them out, we were gonna get annihilated there. Yeah, I think that interface settings should play into those kinds of Iron Man runs that I've seen people do. Where they're doing like hardcore runs where they only equip green items or they have permadeath. I feel like you should look at some of these other options. Maybe they do and I just don't have any idea. I'd be curious to know what you guys think about these different options being on or off for these playthroughs. Part of me likes it because you have to pay a lot more attention. Part of me knows that it's going to get me in trouble. Like, and that's part of the fun, right? So sometimes you're just not going to be paying as much attention as other times. Have to keep a better eye out for these. We still need 2 more. That's not too bad. See, somewhere up here is a cat that we can't even see from back here. I saw a slight movement. Oh, there's one over here. Let's grab him first. Yikes. It's a good thing we had that potion, otherwise I'm pretty sure we would have died there. Okay, we need to be careful. We have some trouble when taking on 2 enemies at the same time that can output a decent amount of damage. And if we're not careful, we're going to end up with our first death here pretty soon. Okay, let's head back to the... Oh, let's not head back to the watch. We need to find 2 more of these bulbs. There's 1. And then we just need 1 more. I see you there. I'm gonna try to ignore you. Maybe we already looted this one. I don't want to go too much further to the north. Let's head back south here. See what we can find. Quite a few players around still. Could be cutting into our supply of Snapdragon bulbs. Oh, I'm running around and I'm not paying attention to my numbers at all. Because we actually don't need any more. That's why the ones we were hovering over weren't activating. We don't need any more. Let's head back. Do we have our hearth set? No, we need to take care of that. How's our bag space doing?
The Naru have not forgotten us.
You're not a vendor.
You find many things here. You come back sometime.
Arcanon Poros.
Watch as the plant works its magic.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
This should do it. Wake up, little creature. Wake up from your slumber. You are safe now. Where am I? What is this place? By the light of a loon. Eridar, cursed demons. What have you done to me? I have not come alone. We will fight you as we have in the past. But how? We are not Eridar. She must know. If there are others like her, we must find them and explain.
Warm wishes to you.
The prophet spoke of this day, that on this island in this new world our allies would find us. We will be tested. They will ask that we pay for the sins of our fathers. At the time I did not understand the meaning behind his words, but seeing this creature and her reaction to us, it is now coming into focus. The corruption of our people has been felt even here. Venture south. It is there that we found this being. Find its kin and tell them of our people.
Safe journey. The Naru have not forgotten us.
Wonderful, you're turning into quite the hunter. How would you like to look more like me? Well, here is your chance. While you were out hunting, I fashioned these items out of some buck hides I had laying around. We'll take the boots.
Be well.
And by boots, I mean we'll take the ankle cuffs because we have hooves. Yeah, they're like ankle warmers, right? Let's turn this last one in before we pick up any new ones.
The Legion will fall.
Let's take the bracers.
Blessings upon your family.
Blessings upon you.
In the fevered dreams of our injured guest, she spoke of a fisherman, Cowlin, who was in some distress at Silvermist Isle to the southwest, off the coast of Azuremyst. With all that has been happening, no one has had the opportunity to go look into it, but I do feel a bit of worry. Perhaps there's something you can do.
Favor the road traveled by few.
The Legion's end draws near.
I think I've cracked it. Aaron points to the totem. All that we need to know about the Stillpine Furbolg language is imprinted on their totems. With just a rudimentary understanding of how their symbols work, we can study the totems and learn to communicate with the Furbolgs. I've written down the basics of the symbol matrix on this parchment. Study it, and then examine the totem. Should lead you to the next language totem.
Good health, long life.
Okay, we're learning the Furbolg language. The primer provides translations for the basic symbology of the Furbolg language. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface. You note a strange collection of symbols that makes your mouth form the word Ekida. You begin to read the totem, barely able to pronounce the awkward words and phrases. Slowly, words start to form in your head. You think that the totem is telling you to go up the nearby hill to the northeast. Okay, yeah, I'm sure that's what the totem is telling us. Let's just do what the totem says. Hill to the northeast. Maybe we start there? None of these are trackable. Okay, we have to go find our allies, to go south. This one is southeast, and this one is northeast. The other ones are south. Let's go northeast first. Pretty sure this is where we're headed. There's a hill and there are some ruins. Looks promising. A lot of good ambient noise here too, like aside from the music, if you listen to the ambient noises in the background, seems like a really good ambient noise track for this area. Helps to have your UI on. The totem has various primal markings. Okay, we already know all that. Your mouth forms the word Ku. Totem of Ku. Okay, we're better able to pronounce the words and phrases. We start to think that the totem is telling us to go across the Crystal Brook River to the east. I feel like we're being sent on a bit of a goose chase. Will we survive that? Probably no. Let's find a bit of a safer way down. I'm kind of assuming this is where we're headed back here. It looks pretty much directly east of where we just were. Oh, it's right over here, so pretty close to this. Your mouth starts to form the word Tikti. Tikti. Find the totem of Yor using clues. Let's see. The symbol on this totem seems to translate much faster. The patterns and imagery all seem to blend into familiar words. You're fairly certain the totem is pointing south, down the river. Something is at the bottom of the river itself. south down the river. Something's at the bottom. By bottom of the river, do they mean like the riverbed, or do they mean like the bottom of the river as in where it outlets into the sea? I guess we're gonna find out. Maybe we don't need to swim. Maybe we can just run along the coast of the river here without having to swim. That's going to take forever. I'm assuming we'll get another ping on our minimap for a quest turn-in whenever we find it, so let's keep our fingers crossed for that happening. Yeah, one of you guys mentioned that you thought that I'd forgotten a quest, and this has to be the quest that we forgot. Let's check this out.
Open your heart to the light.
Shaman, a couple of mutilated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scouting mission from Azure Watch after we received word from Zana. Please, could you go speak with caregiver Shallan in my stead? She needs to know how many people to expect in Azure Watch.
May your days be long.
Is that
and
just
your hardships
a
few.
breadcrumb taking us to Azure Watch? I guess so. I probably missed that the first time because I'm sure I had my UI off and I'm sure I was like taking screenshots of the area. And we probably just totally ran past that guy and didn't even see him. Yeah, I'm really starting to wonder about this one. I mean, in my mind, we're basically at the bottom of the river. We haven't been swimming in it. But we've been close enough that anything underneath should have pinged... Oh, look! If I talk about it enough, we'll get there. So yeah, it was both in the river and at the very bottom where it outlets into the Veiled Sea. You no longer see unrecognizable symbology in the totems. The totem of Yor reads to you just as easily as your native tongue. The markings identify another Firbolg den due west of here. You are able to expertly decipher the language on the totem and know that your destination is Bristlelim Village. Yor will guide you, but if you get lost, you know that you are able to take the ancient elven road in the forest leading west to reach our destination. Okay, let's get up before we die. Yor will guide you. Let us leave the water together purified. Okay. He's moving pretty slow for underwater travel for him. Pretty slow. It basically told us we don't need him, so I wonder if we don't just continue on. Ancient Elven Road in the forest leading west. we've got to have some level 8 skills that we need to train to make us a little bit more powerful. I feel like maybe we have a second rank of lightning bolt to learn. We're just not dealing a lot of damage. Alright, and what else did we have? Didn't we have other things in the area? Missing Fisherman was off the coast to the southeast. Not really sure where that's talking about. Southeast docks of Silvermist Isle. Off the coast of Azuremyst. Is this Silvermist Isle? The southeast docks? Venture south. Okay. Well. It looks like we have a few things we have to find. Everything looks like it's going to be over in this area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take us back to town. I'm going to check out the Shaman Trainer, learn anything we have to learn for level 8. Hopefully it'll be another rank of Earth Shock and another rank of Lightning Bolt. We could really use some additional damage. And after that, we'll just head south on the road. And we also have to head far to the west to find the other totem. So we'll do that as well. And we'll do all of that next time, guys. We'll take a little bit of a break here. And when we come back, I'll just be headed back to the south with our abilities learned. I'll cover anything new that we've learned. And we will go from there. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I really appreciate all the support on the series. Guys, take care of yourselves out there in the real world, and take care of each other as well. And we will see you back here really soon. Bye now.